We want to highlight the good things that people do to help others and hopefully inspire others to acts of kindness on their own.
Yeah, today we're focusing on a bullied boy who is now getting worldwide support. Okay, so 9-year-old Caden Bales lives in Australia and says that he's been targeted at school for his dwarfism. His mother released a heartbreaking video of him on Facebook on Tuesday. The viral video shows the little boy crying and repeatedly telling his mother that he wants to kill himself.
The video has been viewed more than 21 million times and sparked an outpouring of support. Celebrities, athletes, politicians, and other families have tweeted words of encouragement. A GoFundMe also was started to send the boy to Disneyland, and it's raised more than $300,000. We want to share more stories about the kindness in our own community, and we need your help to do that. You can share your story ideas with us at click2houston.com.
I'm so glad to see there's been such a show of support for that little boy, but I know there's so many kids that get bullied, and really, if we can highlight the kindness of other kids or other people, we certainly want to do that.
Yeah. Hang in there, Caden. Cannot wait till he gets his trip.
Yeah, without a doubt.
All right, that does it for Channel 2 News at 4.
The news at 5 begins in 60 seconds. Thanks for joining us. Don't go away.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
Here's what's happening right now at 5. An elderly woman sexually assaulted in her own home. And one of her neighbors believes that she saw the same guy approach her home just moments before that attack. She says this surveillance video proves it.
Do you know Jesus Christ? Can I take my testimony?
The attack happened last week at a home on Truson near Elmview in the Spring Branch area. Channel 2 reporter Marianne Martinez is live in that neighborhood. Marianne, there's been an arrest, and you've confirmed the suspect was out on bond for another crime at the time of the attack?
That's right. Jack Carlin, the man now accused in this horrific rape of an 86-year-old woman, should have been in jail at the time of the rape. There was an active warrant out for his arrest for charges stemming back to December 2019 when he's accused of beating his girlfriend. He failed to show up for a court hearing in January, and that's when that arrest warrant was issued. Now let's go to that chilling video that you will only see on Channel 2.
How you doing, ma'am? Hi. My name is Jacob, and I'm concerned about the... How you doing today? Okay. Do you know Jesus Christ?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, can I take my testimony?
Shortly after this exchange, America Robles shut her door on the man. He walked to the house next door, where police say Jack Flynn Carlin II raped an elderly woman.
Estoy muy asustada.
The victim's neighbor, America Robles, says she's scared because that could have been her. Robles' security cameras also captured the moment when someone kicked in her elderly neighbor's back door. In court, prosecutors say the victim's relative called to check on her because the 86-year-old was recovering from a broken hip. That's when the relative realized a man was inside the house and called 911.
Upon arrival, they met with the 86-year-old female complainant, who advised that this defendant was still in her bedroom. Officers found him in the complainant's bedroom completely naked.
The victim was tied up with what is believed to be a dog leash while she was repeatedly assaulted. Surveillance cameras also captured Houston police rushing to her aid, and this scene outside the victim's house.
Yeah. Knowing that could have been you. You know, I mean, my mom is here sometimes, like, alone. So, like, knowing that, you know, sometimes it could have been someone else in this neighborhood, or him scoping around through the neighborhood, seeing who could have done next.
Carlin remains in jail, and he does have a lengthy criminal record. We will tell you more about that tonight at 6. Reporting live, Marianne Martinez, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Marianne, thank you. Developing tonight, Houston firefighters are leaving their jobs and going to other departments for more money.
Dozens have resigned since the start of the year, and the firefighters union says it's because they're tired of waiting on pay raises that were approved by voters back in 2018.
Channel 2 investigator Joel Eisenbaum is live at Fire Station 9 just north of downtown with the new developments. Joel.
Andy, I'll tell you what, you listen to the mayor and you talk to the chief about this subject of attrition and too many firefighters leaving the fire department and going to other Texas fire departments. They really don't openly acknowledge it, but they do have a problem. And I think today we saw a chink in the city's armor because they're putting some degree of money on the table.
For the last 19 years, HFD cadets have been paid the same paltry $28,000 a year, but announced Friday a huge raise, nearly $8,000 annually for those firefighter trainees. But the plain truth may really be the city had to do it.
We're hemorrhaging firefighters. What we are seeing right now, Joel, is something that we have never seen in the history of the Houston Fire Department.
Channel 2 Investigates has learned that on some days, HFD no longer has enough individual firefighters to man all of the equipment. So the city must instead rely on expensive taxpayer-funded overtime to reach proper staffing levels. Seasoned firefighters you paid to train are leaving in droves for other Texas fire departments that pay better. A source tells us 85 firefighters have turned in departure paperwork just since January 1st.
What I can tell you is public safety is already at risk.
The fire chief who declined our on-camera interview request Friday paints a much different picture, saying the city saw this coming and months ago made adjustments. Quote, HFD budgeted for 155 attrition in fiscal year 20. As of 2019-20, we're at 135. We have been approved to hire 180 cadets this year and currently have 104 in training. We continue to actively recruit.
So bottom line this evening is that big pay raise only applies to cadets. That's about 100 people. As for the thousands of others that are firefighters within a department, that issue is still mired in the courts. We're live north of downtown. I'm Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Joel, thank you. A live look now from Galveston, where the Mardi Gras festivities are getting underway once again tonight. The second weekend of Mardi Gras is going to bring out thousands of families, especially with this beautiful weather.
Beautiful weather indeed, but definitely a chilly start. So we're hoping the temperatures will warm up maybe this weekend for all the festivities. And look who's here. Britta in for Frank.
Hey, I know. Well, you know where Frank is. I mean,
down on the island.
It's a big weekend, and it's going to be beautiful. The sun is out. It's going to be a little cool tonight, so grab your jacket. But our weather is featuring a nice warm-up for Saturday and Sunday. Why drive to Louisiana when it's right in our backyard, right? So temperatures for this weekend in Galveston will be in the upper 50s for Saturday afternoon, 68 degrees on Sunday afternoon. You're going to notice more clouds on Sunday, but we'll keep it dry. Just spectacular weather for just having a really great weekend. Just make sure that you're celebrating safe. Let's take you closer to home. This is a live look from our tower camera. Beautiful sunshine out there. The winds are starting to become calm, and that combination of the clear skies and the calm winds, perfect for a very cold night. So right now our temperatures are in the 50s. It's cool out there, but overnight those temperatures are really going to be dropping, and we'll quickly be waking up in the 30s tomorrow morning. So here's a full look at your evening forecast. If you're heading out for dinner, grab your coat. We'll be at 44 degrees at 10 p.m. and then early tomorrow morning, waking up in the 30s. Coming up next, Lauren and Andy, I'll let you know who needs to watch out for the possibility of frost. Over to you.
All right, sounds good, Britta. Thank you. Tonight, the KPRC2 Investigates team has uncovered major developments in a story we broke last week. Hundreds of pieces of African art stashed inside a Harris County maintenance shed in Commissioner Rodney Ellis's precinct. There is no paperwork showing who owns it or how it got there.
Now, Channel 2 investigator Mario Diaz has tracked down an attorney representing an artist who says some of that artwork was obtained illegally. He's joining us now live in the newsroom with the new developments in this case. Mario.
Theft by check, Andy and Lauren. This is how several pieces of the African artwork now stored in a county facility were obtained, according to one attorney who we just interviewed. Now she is trying to get those pieces back from the county.
I filed a claim because my client wants the return of his art piece, or he wants to be paid for it.
Attorney Paula Robnett has a new claim regarding the massive African art collection stashed inside of a Harris County maintenance shed.
Why would you have such precious pieces of art in a shed like that?
Robnett says her client, Mr. Ali Sill, sold some of that precious artwork to Sam Najanuri, and his checks bounced. Najanuri is the man who Commissioner Rodney Ellis reached an agreement with in 2018 to display artwork across the county.
So if you want to ask a question,
I'm asking a tough question.
And we'll respond.
Commissioner Ellis will not answer questions about who owns the artwork or how it ended up in that shed. But Robnett tells us her client has been inside.
He's been in the maintenance shed.
In what capacity?
He brought other pieces of art to the shed.
Rob Nett and fellow attorney Joe Walker have now sent letters to the county attorney asking that it not be touched. Walker is attempting to collect a judgment of nearly $280,000 against Ned Janeri for his client. Rob Nett says her client is owner of some of the pieces in the shed.
Some parts of the art appear to be very, very, very valuable and very old.
Now, keep in mind, Commissioner Ellis said last week he is going to work with the county attorney, Vince Ryan, and his office to help get this all cleaned up. Here we are 10 days later, and the county tells us it is unclear who owns all of the art inside of the shed. Live in the newsroom, Mario Diaz, KPRC, Channel 2 investigates.
Still digging for those answers, Mario. Thanks so much. Developing tonight, a community in Texas City has more questions than they do answers. Hours after a man and a woman were shot to death inside of a mobile home.
Police say the suspected gunman led police on a chase before crashing along the Gulf Freeway and killing himself. Channel 2's Robert Arnold is live tonight in League City. And Robert, neighbors say that they heard a lot of yelling before those fatal shots were fired, correct?
They did, and Texas City police still have not released the names of the man and the woman who were killed, nor have they released the name of the suspected gunman. However, we did speak to one man who says he was there for the final moments of his friend's life.
He was trying to talk to me. He could tell I was there because the moment I came and I said, Willie, you know, I love you, man. I'm here. He was shaking and he was trying to talk to me.
Diego De La Rosa lives just across from trailer number 3. He says his friend, Willie, lived there. Thursday, De La Rosa heard shouting between Willie and another man.
The guy kept saying that Willie owed him money, and Willie just kept telling him to get out the house. I need you to leave.
What followed was gunshots. Police say a 39-year-old man and 45-year-old woman were murdered inside trailer number 3. The suspected gunman drove off in a truck familiar to those in the Green Villa trailer park off FM 3436.
I've seen that vehicle 6 or 7 times before, and so it wasn't anything new to me when I saw it there again.
But I have seen the vehicle here frequenting the trailer park often.
Cynthia Ladoni also heard the argument that preceded those gunshots.
He told the other guy to get out of his house, to leave, and then the other guy came back out of his truck with a gun.
While it appears the man residents here called Willie knew his attacker, police have yet to release his name or the name of the woman. They also haven't released a motive. As for the suspected gunman, he led police on a chase before crashing along the Gulf Freeway and committing suicide. A set of circumstances hard for De La Rosa to fathom. He says the man who lived in this trailer may have been down on his luck, but he was still a generous soul.
He brought me baby clothes. I just recently had a kid, and they went out, and he doesn't have a lot of money, so I know it was a lot on his part, but they brought me like 5 or 6 outfits that were brand new.
Now, we've left several messages for Texas City Police as well as League City Police. As soon as those messages are returned, we will update our story. Reporting live from Galveston County, Robert Arnold, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Robert, thank you. A lot of people have reported possible credit card fraud at a convenience store in Nassau Bay. After an investigation, police now say it was a system glitch. The reports were about the Buc-ee's convenience store on Nassau Parkway and Nassau Bay Drive. The glitch resulted in multiple charges to credit and debit cards used at the store from October to December of last year. Police say refunds will be issued in 7 to 10 days, but if your card was charged, contact your credit card company and dispute it. Did you know there was a long period of time in Galveston when the island had no Mardi Gras celebration?
That's right. Up next on the news at 5, a look at the native Galvestonian who was influential in bringing back the revelry. Taking a look at the roadways tonight, this is 610 West Loop approaching the Southwest Freeway. This weekend, all main lanes will close again at 9 p.m. every night and reopen at 5 a.m. every morning. The closures are needed to hang bridge beams and continue other related work. This is part of the ongoing 610-69 interchange rebuild project.
We have a brand new section on our website, clicktohouston.com. It is called What's Driving Houston? You can look at real-time traffic, watch our latest transit stories, and submit your traffic questions.
Meanwhile, Mardi Gras is in full swing on Galveston Island.
That's right. This weekend will be the second of 2 event-filled weekends, including the popular Knights of Momus Grand Night Parade.
As Christine Noel reports, it's an event with so much history and tradition as Mardi Gras itself.
It's been a tradition on Galveston Island for years, Mardi Gras and the Knights of Momus Grand Night Parade.
Well, Mardi Gras Galveston is a fascinating history. You know, it dates back to 1867, actually, and it was the grandest celebration throughout the state.
But the celebration stopped after World War II until the mid-'80s.
So when George and Cynthia Mitchell were anxious to get it revived and to bring back this celebration that had been on the wane since World War II, they enlisted my help along with hundreds of volunteers I was able to scour to come to the front lines. And we put on this magnificent Grand Night Parade.
Dancy Ware owns a public relations firm in Houston, but is a native Galvestonian. She was pivotal in bringing Mardi Gras back to Galveston.
When we called the first meeting of the crew of Momus to be reformed with some of the leading citizens, Doug McLeod, my husband Jim Ware, Michael Daugherty, V.J. Tremonti, I never did believe that we'd be looking back now and realizing how strong it had become.
But she knew the celebration was much more than just a party.
In the mid-1980s, we were able to coalesce around a single theme and a single effort and bring the city together, and it's just proven to be amazing.
Especially now, with the backing of a familiar Galveston native and businessman.
Tillman Fertitta, just came to the dance, so to speak, with had long been a supporter. In fact, his father was a charter member of the Knights of Momus, so Tillman had always been a supporter. But then he came on in a really big way.
Keeping the good times and the parade rolling year after year.
It's multi-generational now and more than sustainable. It's going to continue for a long time.
That was Christine Noel reporting. We invite you to watch our coverage of the Knights of Momus Grand Night Parade right here on KPRC Channel 2. It is tomorrow night from 6:30 until 8 o'clock. Fascinating, that history, isn't it?
Fun to hear the history, yes.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have some good weather to go along with it for the weekend.
It's going to be perfect. So, no rain on our parade. It's going to be wonderful out there. Take your family out. Have a safe time. Right now, we're setting up for a beautiful evening. Just a little cool, so you want to make sure that you're dressed appropriately. But this is a live look over downtown. Hard to find anything wrong with that.
Gorgeous.
I mean, after a little bit of gloom, it's always great to see the sun shine out. It's because those clear skies that we're anticipating the chilly night. Right now, our temperatures outside, 56 degrees at Bush Airport. We're in the mid-50s at the coast. Out to the west, Katy, you're at 54 degrees and 57 degrees currently in Pearland. Our winds are fairly calm, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and they're going to continue to drop as we go into the overnight. And it's that combination of the clear skies and the calm winds that set us up for a very cold night, allowing those temperatures to drop dramatically. So here's a look at how it's all going to play out. If you do have dinner plans tonight, just grab your jacket. We'll be in the 40s, and then early tomorrow morning, that's when we are going to wake up in the mid-30s. We will stay above freezing here in Houston, but we are expecting a light freeze, especially to the north and northeast of downtown. We're expecting 30 degrees in Conroe, 32 degrees in Huntsville. These temperatures around the freezing mark or just below should last for about 2 to 3 hours. And yes, frost is possible. So if you did some early planting, you have a few things blooming, you want to think about it, look at this beautiful photo. Can you guys believe it? Lake Jackson, first blue bonnet. A little early, right? Kind of crazy, but we do have a few things out there. So with those chilly temperatures, you want to make sure that everything is ready to go. Meanwhile, on satellite, you can see the clear skies. The clouds are pushed all the way down to the south thanks to that offshore breeze. Our winds will eventually turn back on shore, and that's going to allow for that weekend warm up. Meanwhile, look out to the west. We have some rain showers in Arizona and New Mexico. The good news is that is not expected here in southeast Texas until Monday, so we're going to keep it dry for the weekend. There's that ridge of high pressure providing the beautiful sunshine right now. It is moving out to the east. That brings back that southeast breeze, so do expect more cloud cover on Sunday. Temperatures in the 70s for the beginning of next week, and then our next cold front arrives. So we are expecting a run of showers on Monday. No severe weather, but a little bit of rainfall. Behind that cold front, we get a little cool, but it's the second cold front on Tuesday, which is not bringing us rain, that ushers in the really cold air. So this is slamming us right back down to winter. On Monday, we're in the 70s. By the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday of next week, we're right back down to the low 50s. So this ridge of high pressure moving in behind that second cold front is ushering in some real winter temperatures. temperatures. For tomorrow, expect 60 degrees. It's going to be a chilly start on Sunday, but a beautiful afternoon in the upper 60s. A warm start to next week. Just have your umbrella handy as you leave your door on Monday because we will have showers across the area. And then as we get closer to cook-off, I feel like it always happens every year. We get that cold blast right before cook-off comes in, but at least we'll have dry conditions for the trail ride. That's going to be a huge help. And it's going to be beautiful and sunny. Just dress in layers and you're good to go.
Great time of year.
Good advice. All right, Britta, thank you. And we'll be right back.
Today, Harris County officials announcing the start of reconstruction on the Jury Assembly Plaza downtown. The plaza took on 13 feet of water following Hurricane Harvey in 2017. Since then, jurors have been called to a cramped room in the basement of the county administrative building.
County leaders admit that many people have complained about that space, but the new space will be much more accommodating.
This allows us to call 1,000 jurors at a time versus the 300 that we're currently doing.
It's important to the administration of justice to making sure that enough jurors can come together each day for voir dire so that the trials can move quickly, so that everyone gets justice.
The construction is expected to take 12 to 14 months.
Are you tired of robocalls? Then you'll definitely want to check out a new app that Bill Spencer found tonight at 10.
I was really upset. I got a $250 ticket for having the wrong stickers on my car.
Are you sick and tired of getting pushed around and ripped off by big government and big business?
Do Not Pay empowers me to solve problems that I usually could not easily solve.
Now comes a brand new app that promises to put a hard-nosed robot lawyer right there in your pocket.
How many services do you offer?
We have over 100 different features that help people fight back against corporations and governments from being ripped off.
Fight big bank fees, unwanted robocalls, stand up to your landlord. The app that fights for you. Tonight at 10. Mattress Firm.
Good evening. I'm Dominique Soxa in the newsroom with a look at what's coming up on Channel 2 News at 6 o'clock today. It was a horrific crash near Willis. A young father crashes into a fence post with the pole going through his torso. Tonight, his family is talking to Channel 2 about this story of survival. And new fallout from that barge bridge collision during Tropical Storm Imelda last year. Traffic around the San Jacinto I-10 bridge was a nightmare for months after it was hit by barges, and now there's a lawsuit. These stories and more coming up at the top of the hour on Channel 2 News at 6. Back to you all.
All right, Dominique, thank you.
Mardi Gras weekend, let the good times roll.
Right, it's ready. Let's go. So here's a live look at the Strand. They're getting ready. Temperatures right now are in the 50s, so grab your jacket if you're heading out. The big deal is that tonight it's going to be cold. We're dropping to the 30s.
All right, Britta, thanks so much.
Nightly news is next.
We'll see you at 6.